told you that there was a book, no bigger than this little pamphlet book, 15, 20 pages. There was a book that was written by the wisest man that ever lived, that ever will live, and the book answers the question of what is the meaning or the purpose of your life. Would you read it? I would think so, but this book has the unfortunate location for most is in the Bible. And most people won't read what's in the Bible because it's the Bible. But if you looked at the Bible as a collection of books and letters, and you took them individually, I think, and you summarize what each book represents or is about, or who wrote it, I think more people would read it. So that's the challenge. I think this book is well worth reading if you've ever questioned what it's all about. And it's written by a brilliant man. His name was King Solomon. And he lived over 3,000 years ago, and he was the king of Israel. He had the fortune of being a king when there wasn't much going on. There wasn't wars, there wasn't famine, there wasn't pestilence, there wasn't there wasn't the wrath of God. So he had all this time, he had all this wealth and money and time, and he devoted that wealth, money, and time to figure out the meaning of everything, the meaning of life. So what he does in a brilliant way, in just a short little book. It's in most Bibles it's 12, 13 pages long. It's a quick read, and it's brilliantly written. He starts off, and I know this sounds a little discouraging, but the book of Ecclesiastes starts off like this. The words of the teacher, and Ecclesiastes actually means in Hebrew the preacher or the teacher, is a rough kind of interpretation of a Hebrew word. But it starts off with, the first title, Ecclesiastes 1, is Everything is Meaningless. So I know that sounds discouraging, and it starts off, the words of the teacher, son of David, king of Jerusalem. Meaningless, meaningless, says the teacher, utterly meaningless. Everything is meaningless. If you stopped there, you would probably have a good reason why you don't read the Bible. And it's interesting that even that is in the Bible, because if you think of it and you never read it, you think it's some kind of inspirational, leaning towards God, religious kind of thing. And it is. I won't mislead you, but Ecclesiastes is better read if you read the whole thing, if you go right from start to finish. And you can do it because it's only about 12 pages long. He peppers through probably the good 3/4 of his book. He peppers the word under the sun. So everything is meaningless under the sun. Riches and all your wealth or striving for vanity under the sun is meaningless. Which is a brilliant point, because he baits you into this, see, I told you, yeah, this is meaningless. What I'm doing is toiling and collecting things. Or what? As you get older, you'll find that, as I aged, you find that, why do we do what we do? Why do we go to work, we make money, we buy stuff, then we spend money to take care of that stuff, and then we have to work more, and then we buy more stuff, and then it's just this, it goes around and around and around. What is the point? And King Solomon is so brilliant in the way that he writes this text, this book, that he just baits you into this storyline of and he tries everything. Drinking and partying and pleasures and it's a brilliant book. And at the end he summarizes the whole thing, and I think it's really worth a read if you get a chance. I know it's in the Bible, but it's just a book. And the Bible is just a collection of books and letters, and if you just take them one at a time and just kind of read them and digest them, and especially this book, written by the wisest man that's ever lived, I think you'll learn something. And I know I did. So enjoy, read your Bible.